Last year, I started with the bike desk, and I was a little iffy about all the flexible seating because I like structure and I like quiet.
They've taken it very easily. The parents have been very excited that come through our school. I know last year when I was trying them out at first, the fourth grade parents were like, "We want our child in your class." So that was the first question they asked this year is, when are you getting those bikes back?
One girl in particular comes to mind, and she comes to school every day feeling defeated for her home life reasons. And when she had the opportunity to get on the bike, she got her first 100 on her quiz. And the smile on her face just kind of reminded me of why I do what I do. And I asked her, what helped you get the 100? And she said it was the bike.
Oh, the bike worked perfectly in class. When I was doing math and when I was on it, I think I was able to figure out the answers quickly because I was doing one of my favorite things.
I like moving my feet like the other kids in the class do, and it helps me focus more on what we are learning in class.
It keeps me occupied so I'm not like moving around in the seat, talking or messing around with stuff.
Since they are more focused on what we're doing, I don't have to redirect them or redirect their attention. I can continue with the lesson and continue doing so. They're getting a better quality of learning because we're not having to stop and start to handle any sort of interruptions in the class.
Before, reading was I was below reading level, grade level. Then when at the bike, I started to go up. When I was on the bike and I was reading, I started to like reading on the bike. Your legs are traveling through your brain so you can understand the words. Once you see the word, you can just say it.
Some of the people, they're kind of like talking and stuff, but when you're on the bikes, it's kind of like in an island.
Yeah, every time I pedal, it's like, even though they are talking loud, it's like my own personal bubble. I don't hear them. I find that myself, I'm working very fast. The pedaling makes my brain pedal a lot. I can feel the pedaling right now, and that's how I can do lots of work.
Because when you're riding a real bike, you have to focus on it where you're going, and it's the same thing as doing your work and riding a bike.
So I have one kid who's going through the process to be labeled with a learning disability. So he was one of the first ones that got on the bike. And when he got on the bike, he finished his work for the first time since first grade. And when I asked him why or how did you finish your work, he said he had the pedals to distract him, which helped him focus on the question that I gave him.
I think the behavior has been a lot better because people have been more focused and more energized on the bike, that they've been paying attention more.
And the mood has really changed from like going crazy to relaxing more.
Well, it's not like an award, but it's like something that makes us learning funner, so we don't have to sit at our desks all day and it can be boring. She has the bikes and all the other flexible things like the yoga mats, the yoga balls, and the stools to make learning a little bit more funner. But the bikes, of course, are my favorite.